All right, I'm making another video for my buddy Big Man Bikes, and I'm here with my buddy Steve.
What's going on?
He's gonna roll out there with me. So I'm at McAllister Park, but lately I was commenting on Big Man Bikes' post about the ancient oak tree that is just past the boardwalk as you head to Lady Bird Johnson Park. So we got the single speeds. I'm a big single speeds fan, and you know who else is? Boom, buddy Steve. So we're gonna get out there, and I'm gonna show y'all how to get out there. So one other little surprise though, when I show y'all the ancient oak tree, I brought some stuff to measure the tree so I can get an estimate on the age of that oak tree. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. All right, we're on the boardwalk, coming up to the ancient oak tree. Stay tuned. We're just exiting the boardwalk. We just passed underneath Nacogdoches, and there's this little trail right here. Okay, so let me show y'all. That's the boardwalk right there. And as soon as you exit, there's a little dirt trail here. We're going down there. All right, it's really only a few short feet. Here's the trail here. And when we turn the corner, you're gonna see the ancient oak tree. Check this out. Look at that sucker. Whoa, isn't that incredible? Tried to zoom out to catch the whole thing there, but massive. All right, remember I told you I was gonna estimate the age of the ancient oak tree by measuring it. Well, I don't know if I brought enough to measure this sucker. Look at this. My bike is right here. Look how fat that tree is. That's crazy. We're gonna give, all right, so Steve and I finished measuring this tree. We got about 26.5 feet. And we got the diameter by dividing that by pi, and then you multiply the growth factor for that specific tree, which is a live oak, and we got, drum roll please, 404 years old. Bam! That's how old the ancient oak tree is. And you know, San Antonio is only 308 years old. So by the time, and then the Battle of Salado was like in 1838 or I don't know when, but this tree has seen some stuff because this is already a mature tree when San Antonio was founded. So there you go, the ancient oak tree. All right, with my buddy Steve, we rode up the trail a little bit further to come. That's Black Swan Inn over here. Black Swan Inn is haunted. You know why? Because when the Battle of Salado happened, they left all their dead bodies here, and that's why this area is haunted. I mentioned Battle of Salado. All right, so my last video cut out, but Steve and I were at the site of the Battle of Salado there by Black Swan Inn, and that area is haunted for many reasons. It was an ancient Indian burial site before San Antonio, right? And then at the Battle of Salado was there's like 60 dead, deceased Mexican soldiers that they left their bodies there. And then there's like ghosts associated with the ownership reportedly of the Black Swan Inn and all of that stuff. So at any rate, it's fun to think that the ancient oak tree, which is not that far, was around for all of that history. And who knows if maybe the soldiers took refuge under the ancient oak tree, which would have already been well over 200 years old by the time the Battle of Salado happened in 1838. So yeah, or maybe even Native Americans took refuge there. So anyways, love that tree. I hope you enjoyed the video.